this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver. Nice to see you dancing out of your cave in the morning. And let's go inside here, and let's go and have my breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. And I thought for a second I saw Fizzy standing there. I'm sure he was. He was squatting here, wasn't he? I'm not going crazy in the corner of the room, but he has disappeared. Anyway, Barnaby, you are still here. You can stand up and you can join me while I go and head over to the new Love Garden. I wonder how long I'm going to call it the new Love Garden before it is just the Love Garden. Well, I don't want to consider it the new Love Garden. I know it is the new Love Garden, but I like to think of it all as one Love Garden. I don't want to think as like Love Garden 1 and Love Garden 2 because it's going to start getting silly if I keep doing that. So this is part of the Love Garden. It's just the lower part of the Love Garden. That's a nice way to say it. Anyway, to the Love Garden, I am adding Music Bear Gaming. I couldn't fit their full name on, but that's what they're called. And they drew this picture of me and all of my helpers here just standing around having a good time. And I thought it was an amazing picture. I love the colors in the background as well. So I wanted to say thank you very much, Music Bear, and welcome to my Love Garden. My Love Garden number 2. Right then, up. I guess it's about time we tackled the elephant in the room. But oh, look, we can go this way. We can go this way, Fizzy. Look at this. This is a new route. This is exciting. Oh, look, so I can go here, then I can go straight through here, and then get to the doghouse this way. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. I don't even know the way around my own house. Everyone gets lost going around my house, and I'm always like, how do you get lost? It's really easy. But then every now and then I can understand why. Anyway, who are we going to be joined by? Ah, you want Flippy to join us, seen as you are matching. Are you matching or are you clashing? That's one of the questions you need to ask yourself. I say you're matching. Right then, so we are going to go back over to the it looks like Fizzy has decided to take one of my dogs with him as well, taking Benton. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to go in the teleporter to arrive straight at the Funland, which means we'll waste no time traveling because we can start building straight away. And that's needed because we're building a pretty big minigame today. We're carrying on the Harry Hops minigame, which we started building in the last episode. And the plan is to finish it today. I don't know if that's definitely going to happen, but that is at least what the plan is. So, Flippy, you can teleport after me. So let's go and shut the door, and we can go into teleporter number 3, I think is going to be the closest one. So this teleporter should have hopefully taken us right next to where we need to go and begin building it. Hello, Flippy. It's always scary when you teleport somewhere, then you come out and you see that there's a dog already there waiting for you. And hello to Harry as well, the inspiration for the entire game that we're building today. So yeah, this is the Harry Hops game. So in the last episode, we pretty much got this built, but we made a bit of a mess of these. We made them all a little bit wonky from the way that they should have been, but this is now in the right positions for what they need to be. So if you are going to build it yourself, if you kind of just watch from here, you'll see where they need to be. So the main thing we need to do today, so we're going to build the giant pitter of water, which is going to be in the middle, and then we can build the platform at the end, and then all of the columns as well that we need to build, which are basically going to be the thing that Harry is going to be hopping across. Hence the name Harry Hops. So yeah, let's start digging away then. So William Beaver, I don't need to tell William Beaver twice. So if you dig, you don't need to dig right to the end, just so there's 4 blocks left at the end, because that's where the platform's going to be. But the rest here needs to be dug 2 blocks down, which I thought was going to take a while, but the way William Beaver's going, it's going to take absolutely no time at all. So the reason we need to dig 2 blocks down, the pit is only going to be 1 block deep. But we want to be able to put the pattern on the floor under the water, because otherwise you're going to look under the water and you're just going to see all of the dirt and grass and going to be like, this doesn't look like a very fun place to play the game. So just to remind you how the game works, in case you didn't see the last episode or if you forgot. So it's basically a horse parkour game. It's all about Harry, my horse, is going to be jumping over a bunch of columns, which we're going to be building today. And then the other players, or other player, if you're doing a 1v1, is going to be running around, well, wading through the water around to try and pull you off with a lead. So you're not allowed to punch the horse or anything like that. You can only use the lead to pull off the horse so it doesn't hurt him at all. And why do I keep saying the horse? I can say Harry. It's Harry. It's only ever going to be Harry unless I end up running into some more horses and we do like a 2v2 game, which would actually be really good fun. Yeah, you got to try and pull Harry off with the lead. in order to try and pull him into the water. Once he's in the water, you have lost that round. You have 3 goes being on Harry until you go and switch around. It's going to be someone else's go. And where is Fizzy? Because, oh, Fizzy's right there. Hello, Fizzy. And did you push Benton the entire way here? You are really determined. Were you jealous because William Beaver chose which dog we're having with us today and you wanted to go and pick Benton? Right, we have been joined by Benton and Flippy today in this episode. So right, get digging, Fizzy, get digging. We need all of the helpers we can to dig this entire place out. So this part I'm doing here, this is going to be slightly raised up. This is basically like the starting line. So this is where Harry's going to start from. The reason I'm doing it 4 blocks is just so you have enough room to kind of do a run up to make sure you're going to be able to get to the first platforms. And the way the columns have been designed, they're only going to be 1 block, but they're going to be close enough that you can easily jump from kind of one to the other quite easily, just like if you're jumping literally from one column to the next one. And also close enough so that if you skip one, that's possible. So you could jump and skip one and land straight on the next one. Also, you could skip diagonally or forward or backwards diagonally. So there's a lot of different options when you're on a column to which other columns you can jump on. But it's much easier to only jump to the one that's right next to you. If you try and jump over 2 or even jump over 3, then it's a much more difficult jump. So you can go quicker the more that you jump, but the more difficult it's going to be, and the more chance you have of just literally missing your jump and falling in. And I reckon that the majority of times people fail when they're on Harry isn't going to be because someone pulled them off. I reckon most fails are going to be from people trying to jump and just falling in the water, because you're going to be panicky. You're going to be rushing. You're going to be trying to go as fast as you can, and that is not good conditions for jumping around on a horse. So let's go and sit down Flippy and Benton here so they can go and kind of watch us as we start building. So what I think I might do then, rather than just digging out the entire ground, for this front bit here, I'm going to dig down 2 blocks straight away, and then that way I can start demonstrating how the ground is going to be. So it's going to be mainly white wool on the underneath, but the stripes we did for the walls, that pattern is basically going to continue down under the ground and across this entire area along here. And there's 2 reasons for that. One, I just think it will look quite good and just make the entire game look a little bit more interesting. Also, they mark the boundaries for the players. So if you have 3 players that are in the water and they're the players trying to pull the horse down, basically they're going to have a set area. So in between any 2 of the lines, that's where they're going to be. If you have all 3 players, then you have 1 in each area, and then they're not allowed to cross this line. So these lines are also really important when it comes down to the gameplay as well, because they mark exactly where the players are and are not able to go. So let's go and dig down here, and oh, shovel. What are you saying? Do you want a shovel? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you want my shovel? Oh, is that what you're saying? Yeah. There's my shovel, if that's what you're saying. I think he wanted an upgrade. I think he had enough using that one. Well, now, we're switching. Oh, do you want to throw me your iron one then? Because there are a few little bits of dirt left that I need to get rid of. But yeah, seeing as you're doing most of the digging, and to be fair, it is only right, seeing as I did steal Fizzy's shovel in the last episode, it does only seem fair that I then return the favor and he can go and borrow one of my tools. Then again, I hope he doesn't borrow it in the same way that I'm borrowing his shears, because I've said I've borrowed them, but I've basically stolen his shears. I reckon there's no chance I'm going to be giving them back. So hopefully I do get that shovel back. So it's an enchanted diamond. It's not like, it's not like any old shovel. It's an enchanted diamond one. And that was quite a special one, especially as I don't have many levels at the moment, because I had to enchant another shovel just in order to be able to do the love garden, to get all of the grass down there. So yeah, hopefully he will give that back to me at the end of the episode. But anyway, I can start kind of filling in this area. So as I said, it's going to be just white wool down here, and I guess we don't need to worry about filling in the walls on this row, do we? Because we've already got that there. But I am going to have to fill in the walls along this bit here, just so you can't see the dirt. Because once again, it's going to make it look like a bit of an ugly, messy game if we have that there. So my pockets are getting so filled up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up here and I'm just going to throw all of my dirt on the ground, because I don't need to collect any dirt like I used to. I used to in my lovely world. Any bit of dirt or cobblestone that I dug away, I used to store it all in the chest. And I still have loads of it, but But at some point I was like, you know what? I'm never, ever, ever going to use all of this dirt. Like, even if I do build something out of dirt, I'm not going to need 100 stacks of it. So now I just ditch it. I just throw it on the ground. I don't even bother putting it inside of a chest. It just annoys me when my pockets are full like that. So yeah, let's go and grab this grey wool. So as I said, we're just going to carry the pattern on. So that's going to go to there. And then this line's going to go the entire way along there. Then that's going to be black wool there. And that's going to go along. And then let's go and fill in this white wool along there. And then, yeah, this pattern is going to continue the entire way down there. So this gives you a good idea. And when I say you can't cross the line, like, I'm considering all 3 of these blocks as the line. I'm not talking about just the grey one or, like, you know, any specific one. It's any of that section. So it basically means there's kind of like a little bit of safety room. So when you're on Harry, if you're, like, on one of these lines, then people can't really get too close to you. The leads might just about have enough range that you can get them, but really you're going to be pretty much safe while you're standing on one of the lines. So that's why I made it big. And oh no, this is supposed to be black wool going along here. So let's go and start filling this in. So yeah, that's pretty much this all explained. I do want to go and get the columns and the water done today. So I'm going to speed up the video as we carry on doing what we have been doing until we've got most of the ground in, and then we can go and do stage number 2 and put in the columns, and eventually move on to stage number 3 and fill this entire area full of water. Okay, so as you can see, we made some pretty good progress on everything we built so far. Our tools kept breaking, so we had to go and cut down trees and make new tools, and it was a whole ordeal in order to be able to do that. But all right then, let's go make myself another pickaxe. Fizzy kindly gave me back his my shovel, so that is jolly good for me. So I'm going to start doing the columns now then. So this is the pit as it's going to be. So it's eventually going to be filled up full of water. But for now, let's go and start doing the columns. So the first one, I believe, is going to be in the very middle here. And then there's going to be basically a gap of 3 blocks between each one. So 1, 2, 3, and then here we go, right on the line. And these are going to be 3 blocks up as well. So then we go 1, 2, 3, and there should be another one here. And I believe there should be 7 blocks until the edge now. So let me just go and double check that. 1, 2. Actually, oh no, this one's in the wrong place because they're going to be 3 block gap. Difficult thing to say. Going this way. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Going to be 1 there, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 there. And so they're going to be kind of like slightly off center. So this one here is going to be then with a gap of 3, which means, so we need to go 7 from the edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one's going to be here like that. And then in between here, it should be another gap of, I think, about 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one is going to be here like this. And then we carry on the same pattern. So we go 1, 2, 3. And then this one is going to be there like that. 1, 2, 3. And then this one's going to be there like this as well. And then there's going to be some which are going to be kind of slightly off, so directly in the middle. So if I go 1, 2, 3, then there's going to be another one here like this. And then if I do the same here, 1, 2, 3, there's going to be another one here. So basically lots of counting 3. So it's 3 from the edge there, and then 3 here. The blocks are 3 blocks high. So as long as you know your 3 times table, and I'm sure you will do, then you are going to be absolutely fine building this thing. So once again, 1, 2, 3, and then another one here. So it's not on the 3rd block. It's a gap of 3, and then you build it. So then 1, 2, 3, then that's here, 1, 2, 3, and then this one here. So I think that's like that's the start of all of the rows done. So now all we need to do the entire way down is go 1, 2, 3, and then basically do this the entire way down. So let's just kind of go down to the end doing this. Then we're going to do each column separately. So 1, 2, 3, then this one's going to be here like this. So hopefully this is giving you a pretty good idea of what the spacing between these different columns is going to be like, and kind of what the difficulty level of the game is going to be. So it's not like crazy difficult, and we will bring Harry in here in a second and kind of show you what it's going to be like when we're jumping around on him. But well, it sounds weird saying jumping around with him on the columns. That sounds like a nicer way to put it. So each jump isn't difficult. The fact is that you need to make it from one way to the other without any mistakes, because if you're in the water once, you fail. So that's where the challenge is, and also the fact that you're not just merrily jumping over in your own time. You need to be quick. So that's kind of where some of the other challenger is going to come in from as well. So we've pretty much gone all the way to the end with this one here, and I am going to need to build up the platform as well at the end, which is basically what the end goal. So yeah, it doesn't really need to be much. It's basically just a place that you wouldn't be able to jump up to without making your way along the columns. You know, it's a reason why you need to jump along the columns. And as you can see, not on Harry, it's very easy to go and jump across them all. It is definitely a little bit harder with the horse. So the big challenge when you're doing it on the horse. Sorry, I just need to put this here. It's hard kind of counting in my head as I talk. Yeah, the difficulty with the horse is that if you don't know how it works, so basically you hold down the A button, and the longer you hold it down, the longer the jump will be that Harry's going to be able to do. So once you practice, I reckon you're going to get a pretty good idea of exactly how far you need to hold it down to jump from one column to the other. So at first it's going to be pretty difficult, but it's going to be simply a case of the more you play, the better you're going to be at getting at it, because it's just very specific jumps. But because the distance are the exact same every time, you know, it's very learnable. It's not like, you know, it's just going to always be difficult for you. That's why I think that we should all definitely have a good challenge before we go and play the game, because I don't want it to be the case that we get to do the mini game and just none of us are able to make it from one side to the other. That would just be embarrassing, but a very likely thing that would happen if we weren't able to all practice. So let me go and kind of show and mark where the ending's going to be. So this needs to be 4 blocks out as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So then this is going to go up here, and then I guess this could be the same height as the columns. Yeah, so this is going to be along there like that. Pretty much the same as the front, but higher up. So my helpers, do you want to go and build that? And while they do that, I'll go and finish off the rest of these columns. And then once these are in, it's just going to be the water that needs to be added as well. And then that's going to be the game pretty much complete. And are all these, I'm getting really panicky that one of these is going to be in the wrong place, and then they're all going to be off. The good way to kind of judge it is that one of these columns should always be directly in the middle of one of those lines, and if they're not, then that means you've gone wrong somewhere. So I guess that might be a nice quick way to judge whether things have gone right or wrong. And something else I didn't really think of is it's becoming nighttime now, and it's pretty dark in here. So I guess maybe we could put torches on top of the columns. I don't know how much Harry would like that, seeing as there'll be fiery torches exactly where he's jumping. But there's going to be all water in the ground, and I have lit up the area around the outside. But then again, I don't think googly spawn in the water, so it should hopefully be a relatively googly safe zone, unless they end up spawning on top of the columns, which would just add a whole different challenge to the game from what we we had before. So all right then, there's only 2 final rows to do along here. So helpers, do you want to go and fill up your buckets of water and maybe make it? Oh, they already are. Say no more, say no more, say no more. So don't put down the water where I'm building, because it's going to be really difficult to build while wading my way through the water. But yeah, maybe the areas that I've already done the columns, go and start filling them full of water. So the water has 2 purposes. One purpose is for health and safety, mainly for Harry. If he's getting pulled off these columns, I don't want him to be jumping up in the air and then gets pulled off and then falls down and hurts himself. That is definitely not the aim of the game. It's supposed to be fun for us and Harry. And also, it slows down all of the people that are going to be running around here. Because if you could run full speed and the other person's trying to jump along on the top of a horse, then that would be really, really difficult. Even more difficult than it's going to be anyway for the person on the horse. And so it basically gives a little bit more of an advantage to the person on the horse. Because basically, it's harder to get around if you're on the horse because you need to go and do your jumping around. But it's faster. You know, the max speed of the person on the horse jumping along is going to be much quicker than the people in the water. So it's a bit of a way to kind of even out and balance the game a little bit more. But if you did get really good on the horse, you could do a version of this game where there isn't any water, if that is something that you wanted to do. But anyway, I think these are all of the columns in place. So unless I missed any rows anywhere, and I don't think I did, this should be them all done. And it's pretty fun just jumping across them like this. But you can see how you could kind of change direction and go really quickly and yeah, bounce around, and that is a lot of fun. But anyway, let's go and make myself some more buckets, and then I can go and start helping the helpers filling in the entire area. So where are buckets? Are they down? No, they're not in decorations. Here they go. Let's go and add, let's do 4 of them. Should hopefully be enough. And the way that water works now is you can actually fill in really big areas like this really quickly compared to what you used to be able to do. And oh no, I think I broke the water thing. I never understand how these water bits work. I always end up just taking the water. Are you supposed to take the middle block? Or I just keep taking the water, but I'm not refilling it. I don't I don't understand how it works. Let me go and empty my pockets. Let me just go and do a little bit more littering in my Funland and throw down some of this cobblestone and some of the dirt as well. I'm never gonna use it. So let's just go and throw it all down here, and then I can throw down the little dandelion as well. Get rid of this dirt and this one random bone. I'm not gonna need that either. So let's go and grab the buckets that I was able to fill up, and let's go and oh, there we go. There's a big pile of buckets for me here. Do you want to fill the buckets? And then I'll go and place them down. So yeah, the way that water works now is it fills in a lot of the gaps for you. You used to have to kind of fill in every little tiny bit by yourself, but it's like the game knows what you're trying to do now, and it goes and helps you out by filling in all of the little gaps. So let's just go and grab all of these buckets of water and put them all in a row along my inventory here. Look at that. The perfect amount of buckets to go and start filling all of these places in. So I think going along the walls might be the best way to do it. And then we can kind of gradually make our way into the middle. It's just really awkward when you're placing it. Like once it's kind of filled in, it's not that bad, but you're always kind of fighting the current, and it's pushing you around all over the place, which just makes it really awkward when you're first building it. So as you can see, that's a good amount completely filled in. So let's do one more round, and I'll go and place down all of these buckets, and then I'm going to bring Harry in here because this game is for Harry. It's all about Harry, and he hasn't even been inside of the game properly yet. So yeah, we're going to do that. And there. Oh, is that simply all it is? It's all you need is a row of water, and then you can just go and keep grabbing it from the middle. That is very, very efficient. So let's go and fill up all of these buckets again, and I reckon this might almost be enough to fill it in. You can see kind of how sturdy, I guess, the water's gone here already and doesn't have too many currents in. So I guess if we just try and find any ground that doesn't have any water in at all and place it down there, the rest should hopefully all go and automatically link itself up together. So there we go. There's another round of all of my buckets. Let's go and pile all of these together, and let's go get Harry. Let's see whether he likes the game, and let's have the first ever practice just to see how easy it's going to be for me to jump across the column. So no one pull me off with a lead yet. I want to see whether I can make it from one side to the other without anyone trying to pull me off, and then maybe we could see whether people can use their lead to try and drag me away, and whether I'm going to have any chance of being able to do it then. Right then, Harry, this is your mini game. This is Harry hops. Let's see how well Harry hops. So can I get to the first one? And there we go. My first jump, and I immediately failed. You know what? It might be easier to kind of skip those first ones and jump straight to there. There we go. I was able to land. So how far do I need to hold down the A button? Not far at all. If I'm just jumping to the next one, I hardly have to press the jump button at all. Look at that. I can do like the tiniest little baby hops, but still make my way across. So that's handy. It's handy to know that is at least relatively easy. But let's go and try on one of the bigger jumps then, shall we? Let's try let's see. Can I get onto this one? I think I need to start from the ledge back here. Let's do a little baby hop onto this one. No, that wasn't tall enough there. So this one, you need a bigger one because you're from the ground. Let's see if I can go diagonal. Let's see if I can get to this one here. And there we go. I was able to make it. And now let's go. Let's see if I can skip the middle one and land all the way at the next one. So I'm going to have to hold it all the way down and, ooh, nearly. I wasn't able to make it, but that should be possible. Let me bounce my way back over here. And let's go and give that another go. So big charge and go. And, ooh, Did I make it? I did. There we go. I was able to skip that one and make it all the way to the next one. Let's try that again. And there we go. It's not crazy difficult, but I am kind of taking my time a lot here and not rushing at all, as I would be if I was doing the game. So I wasn't quite able to make it from one side to the other. But yeah, that was hopefully enough to give you a pretty good idea of how the game is going to work. So in the next episode, I'm going to bring some of my helpers down here, and we're going to have a tournament. So we're going to do some 1v1 games and also some games where it's one person against three, and see how well that's going to work as well. And you know what? This game's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to play it. So there's going to be a link down in the description to that episode once it's online. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!